So I just would like to know a little about you and what you do, and then how you're working to fight the English ash borer.
Well, I'm a forest entomologist with the U.S. Forest Service, Forest Health Protection. We're kind of the extension arm of Forest Health Protection, so we do a lot of on-the-ground visits and things like that to advise the national forests and other public lands on what to do when they have insect problems. And as far as the emerald ash borer goes, my job is to make sure that we're prepared here in Texas for when emerald ash borer arrives, if it ever does.
That's good. So you said that there's not a lot of risk of it coming because of the temperature, or is there still some risk? Is that controversy or?
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, there's apparently been some studies that show that warmer temperatures may not be conducive to the emerald ash borer, so they may not be able to, survive and do the type of damage that we've seen up in the northern part of the country. But until they come down here, get down here, we won't know that for sure. What we want to do in any case is try to prevent the introduction down here so that we don't have to worry about it.
Why is the emerald ash borer so bad?
Well, it's bad because it's an introduced species here, and the native ash trees that we have here in this country are all very susceptible to the emerald ash borer. We haven't found any resistance, at least not much that we've seen. And plus, as an introduced species, it didn't bring along its natural enemies that it would have in its native range. And so there's really nothing to stop it from, killing trees and then moving to the next one.
Now, speaking of its native enemy, are there any, as I know you mentioned your talk that you didn't know or nobody knew about any invasives that, or invasives
enemies?
that would fight it?
Yeah, I know they've done a lot of searches, but I'm not the expert in that area right now because we don't have it here. But as far as I know, they haven't found anything in its host range, native host range, that's able to keep its populations at a low level that we could introduce over here. They're still searching for that, and that's probably going to be the best hope if we can find something like that over there. But to my knowledge, we don't have that yet.
If you had to pick a favorite invasive or one that you dislike the most, what would it be?
Favorite or one I dislike the most? Well, probably the worst one. Is that what you kind of want to know?
It doesn't matter, whichever one you like.
Well, fire ants are pretty bad. That's not a forest insect pest. I guess, well, emerald ash borer is the one kind of that we've been concerned about because it seems to have the most potential, perhaps, to come in and cause problems here. There's Asian longhorn beetles that have caused problems. Cyrex noctilio, which is a wood wasp that has killed trees in other countries, and has been introduced in the U.S., but it doesn't seem like it would be as big a problem, at least in Texas, as what emerald ash borer would be.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
Okay.